welcome everybody to a brand new series of Super Meat Boy. Now, this is generally regarded as one of the hardest platforming games out there. It's a game made by Edmund McMillan and Tommy Refn. How do you pronounce his name here? Here's the credits. Tommy Refins. I don't know, but they call themselves Team Meat. And basically, what this is designed to emulate the old school platformers of the 90s with a bit of an upgraded look. I'm gonna go ahead and enter Chapter 1, the forest here. Oh, that's beautiful. And we have Super Meat Boy. Alright. So, because this series is so difficult, and because I'm probably going to be making a lot of swears throughout the series, I'm gonna do something a little different, and in each world, replace my swears with something a little bit different. For example, this first chapter, the forest, instead of using the regular swear words like shit or something like that, I'm going to replace them all with science terms. I don't know why. Probably because I'm going to be doing a lot of it, and otherwise it's going to get a bit annoyingly repetitive. So basically what we have here is 20 levels, 17 of which must be completed to fight the boss. Controls: hold left shift to run, space to jump, and arrow keys to move. I'm actually going to replay that level, pressing W, because it's actually important to get an A+ on each of these Light World levels. Additionally, whenever you beat a level, you'll be able to see a replay of all the lives you had and or lost. And going on to level 2. These first levels are actually really easy. And this shows that when you hold left shift to run, you can jump a little higher. This level, level 1-4, is actually the only level you cannot die on. It's impossible to get to any of the spikes, and you can't go out of the boundaries or anything, so you actually cannot die. Alright, level 1-5. This is going to introduce a new gameplay element, warp zones. See this thing right here? Touch it, and be brought into a warp zone. Basically what these are is they allow you to get bonus bandages. There are 100 bandages throughout the game. As you can see, I got one on level 1-4 there, and they all have a retro art style as well as retro music, so that's kind of interesting. You can jump over to get the bandages. Now, this game on the loading screen does say it's better to use... Ah, crap. I'm okay. It's better to use an Xbox controller. Now, I couldn't find my Xbox controller right now, so for the first few videos, I'm probably going to be using a... No! I'm probably going to be using just the keyboard, but I might switch sometime in the future. Alright, made it. Now, you might want to be really careful with these tiny jumps here, because it's easy to just run careening off the edge. But otherwise, there are only 2 bandages in each warp zone, so we've gotten both of them in this one. Alright. Oh, wow, that was really good. Okay, so I'm probably not going to be swearing that much during World 1, to be honest, but still. I mean, it gets harder. Just let me say that. Alright, there we go. That one's complete. Now let's head back to World 1-5, and it's important that in all these levels you get A+, because they do serve for unlocking certain things later in the game. Obviously, it's not too hard in these early ones because there's not a lot you have to dodge, but here is the first level where you actually have some saws to dodge, and they can actually be pretty easy. I'm going to want to replay this, though, to get A+. And there we go. A+. Perfect. The way you get A+ is by completing the level within a certain time limit. It's not that difficult. I'm probably not going to get it on this one. Let's replay. You can replay at any time by pressing W on the screen. Alright, there we go. Now, 1-8. This is where it starts to get a little tricky with the jumps, but still, nothing too complicated. This first world is really just to get you used to the control pattern. This bandage can actually be kind of difficult to reach. Oh, that's a problem. Geronimo! Luckily, you do have an infinite amount of lives, except for the warp zones. The warp zones give you 3... Ow. They give you 3 lives in order to get what you need. Ah, crap. This bandage might take a while. And instead of crab, pretend I said Krebs, as in the Krebs cycle. Yes, that's what you should pretend I said. Alright, just... Damn it. Damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it. Jeez, this is actually a really hard one. This bandage can be pretty difficult. Unless you have a certain character, it doesn't get much easier. There we go. Alright, now let's see if I can get back on. There we go. Alright. We got it. And now we gotta replay this level for A+. It should be pretty easy. These blocks obviously crumble after you touch them, so you want to move fast. Here we just gotta break down the walls in order to get past. Alright. Now we're halfway through World 1. And for this bandage, you want to hop around the outside. And that's all there is. Alright, let's replay for A+, yada yada yada. Usually it's hard to get bandages and A+ on the same run, so you're going to have to replay some levels a few times. Here we can see that there's another warp zone in the top left corner, so if you jump over Bandage Girl here, we can reach this warp zone, which happens to be red, which means that it's used to unlock a new character. On these warp zones, you don't have any sort of time limit, or I mean life limit, but it lets you try out new characters. In this case, we've got Commander Video from Bit Trip Runner, Bit Trip Beat, whatever game. You can't actually do that. It would be so cool if you could. Alright. And I think I accidentally skipped part of that cutscene. But his power is basically hovering in midair for short amounts of time. It can be used to get past different obstacles like this. So it can be kind of useful. However, I don't find myself using Commander Video in-game that much. Just because his power can be a bit imprecise. And that's pretty easy. All you have to do is that. Alright, back to 1-12, Revolve. And as you can see, there was actually a character select screen there, which is kind of interesting. This level isn't too difficult. There's actually a trick that you can do. Here, let me see if I can get to it. If you move all the way to the left of this platform, you can jump right through and make it past, which I've always thought was kind of clever. Alright, we have Tommy's cabin. Damn it. I mean, mitosis. Alright, I'll admit, that's kind of a stupid idea. But I'd like to do something to kind of mix up the amount of swears that I'm using throughout the series, because God knows it's going to be a lot. Cactus Jumper. This introduces moving spikes that shoot at you. It's really annoying, but not that bad, actually. Okay, now we've got to go downward. A key part of this game is being able to move fast, and I think that's where the controls really come in handy, because there are some really tight controls in this game. You always feel like when you mess up, it's your fault and not the game's, which I think is one of Super Meat Boy's strong suits. Alright, this one has actually a pretty difficult bandage to get. Over in the bottom right, you can see it. One strategy to use is... Oh, okay, I'm going to want to replay the level there. Is to go over... If I could stop dying, go over to the right and hang out on this wall, which means you can just go like that. And there we go. Also, once you get A+ on a level, every time you complete it afterwards, you're always going to... It's always going to say A+, which is kind of weird, but I don't know. Alright, this level also has a hidden warp zone that we can get to. And a general rule of thumb is that most levels won't have both a bandage and a warp zone. There's only one level in the game that does have both a bandage and a warp zone, and that's near the very end, so we don't have to worry about that for now. So yeah, each of these warp zones is going to have a different kind of visual style. Oh, that wasn't good. But again, they're all going to have the 3-life scheme. Additionally, all your lives are replenished as soon as you beat one of the levels. So as you can see, I have 3 lives again now because I beat the first one. But if you lose all 3 of your lives, you have to start the entire warp zone over, which gets really annoying once you get to the later levels. Really annoying. Alright, let's see if I can get this Band-Aid. There! Although technically it's bandaged because Band-Aid is copyrighted, I think. Alright, last level. Alright. Now this bend is actually pretty easy. All you have to do is jump through the middle. Oh noes. I don't even know what that is. And we unlock head crab. Yes, head crab. So we're almost done actually. We've just got a couple levels to go here. This is 19, I think. Easy way to surpass a lot of the difficulty of this level is just by going to the left and wall jumping over everything. But once we're done with this, we got one more level to do. The test. Are you a bad enough dude to pass this one level? Alright. And we've got the last section here, which just consists of using the fact that these platforms don't disintegrate instantly, so you're going to have some delay. But otherwise, not too bad.